is a he's a and let me tell you something, guys. He bending over for his woman on the kitchen counter and getting in his asshole, because there is no way that he can be a man earning less money than her. Nope.
YouTube, I am your host, Mediocre tutorials and reviews, back in here with one more video. Guys, you're looking at the thumbnail, you're looking at the name of the video, you already know what time it is. It is time to get active. Shout out to Trend Central. I've reacted to one or two of their videos in the past. They just recently uploaded a video entitled, I Can't Stand a Man Who Earns Less. I have not seen this before, but my understanding is that it gets particularly contentious. So we must go in and have a discussion. Without further ado.
Okay, my wife makes 3 times more than I do a month. You think
Sheesh.
I'm embarrassed? You think I'm hurt? Not being the breadwinner? Not one bit. I do the dishes like a good little husband I am. Thoughts?
I'm so sorry.
What?
Why does he have to call himself little? Why does he have to call himself little? Because he's doing the dishes.
Because he's
like,
a weirdo?
that's already the problem. He already sees himself as less because he's taking care of the home. You're just a teammate.
Is it him or is it society though?
See, at the end of the day, I actually don't mind making more money than my man, but
Okay.
I don't think his ego can handle it. Because if I say I don't want to hear too much bass in your voice in the household, otherwise I'll withdraw your pocket money.
What?
No fully functioning man is going to like that. It's a double standard. And society has done that to us. So that's the reason why I don't think it's going to work completely. Obviously.
Sorry, guys. Sometimes I hear things that come out of modern women's mouth, and I just don't know what to say. It's a double standard, she said. Listen, no one would like that. No one, man or woman, no one would like that dynamic. Nobody would like that dynamic. Okay? That's not a man's ego issue. That's not a double standard. That's just, no one would like that. And I'd argue if that's the dynamic in the relationship where one is removing funds because of behavior, attitude, that is probably not a good relationship to be in anyway. God damn.
Society is making him feel that way. They're making him feel like he is less of a man because he's not taking on the stereotypical gender role of a man.
That could be it.
But those gender roles are actually very toxic, and we're not in that age anymore.
Okay, so let me, one second, Baba.
Yeah, no, you said something before we go all crazy. Let me just get this out there. Basically, with all these things in a relationship, there's other parts of the relationship in addition to money that needs to be looked after. The home is one of it.
Yes.
So if my partner is looking after the money, then that means I take on whatever needs to be looked after. Now,
Sure.
Society and all of that stuff, it is toxic. It has been embedded in us. But at the same time, to work as a collective, you have to do what needs to be done.
However, one thing is that, from what I've heard from what was said, yeah, she's earning 3 times more. Yeah. My man is like, he's not striving for more. He's happy to stay at home. Yeah. That's the issue. Yeah. You're gonna try to say like he can stay at home. He can do his dishwashing, Hoover, make her bed and everything. However, like you have to keep on elevating. If your girl's elevating 3 times more, that's a lot. That's a lot, bro. That's a lot. That's
Barely
a lot
understood
of
what he
money.
said.
Okay, but with that being said,
if he's not working, he's a bitch. Or if he's helping out with the house work, he's not a bitch.
Okay, can we not call people bitches?
yeah,
Why are you doing that?
He is a bitch, and in the bedroom, that's what she calls him.
but we don't know this. We don't know this.
We don't know anything. We don't.
He is a bitch. He's a bitch. And let me tell you something, guys. He bending over for his woman on the kitchen counter and getting in his asshole, because there is no way that he can be a man earning less money than her. Nope.
I believe.
All right, let me just address this terrorist right here. I'm gonna just assume that she's trolling because I don't think actual people go around on Earth and can be successful and have decision-making capabilities as this treasure troll right here. I think, like, You know, at the end of the day, when I talk so much upon this channel about the negative impact of giving bitter, disrespectful modern women platforms to speak about men, like, and just also notice, and let's see this, if I'm right in my prediction in the rest of this episode, it's going to be the women constantly belittling, constantly suppressing, constantly acting as if men that amount to certain things, regardless of the circumstances, regardless of their upbringing, regardless of this, or even if they're happy in the relationship, right? It doesn't actually sound like they're happy in a relationship if he's referring to himself as a little man or a little husband or whatever it is. But just the assertion that if she's making 3 times more, he is a bitch, without consideration of the other factors that we just don't know about in the note. I mean, this sends messages to women to say, if you earn more than your man, then you are more than. But the thing is that the majority of dudes are not looking at women for the amount of money that they actually make. So I think it sends a fallacy to young women today to equate how much that they make as if it is their worth in a relationship in society. This also sends the same message to young men that you ain't worth shit, obviously, because you're saying that right now, if you do not make a certain amount of money. And in this case, it's divided by 3. You know, what's so interesting about this is that I see this component of asking, does toxic masculinity exist? And here's one of my positions is I think if you want to say that it exists, which I actually don't think the word is real, I think it's just toxic people. Like, this is a toxic person. But if it does exist, then women exhibit toxic masculinity more than men. That's one of my positions. Okay? Shout out to the ones that date the alpha, the Pookie and the Ray Ray. Okay? You're exhibiting toxic masculinity because you're assigning masculinity to hood booger behavior. I'm so sorry I had to pause on this screen right here. This is, whoever chooses to date that, may God have mercy on your soul. But if I was to guess, this is a future cat shepherd. Let's keep going.
Even gender roles, and I do believe some genders have a role. It comes from my culture and my religion as well.
Are you
personally,
Muslim?
Alhamdulillah. Personally, I couldn't be with a person who's staying at home and doing nothing and just cleaning and cooking. I'm sorry, I'll cheat on you.
But we don't know.
Wait a minute. wait a minute. Modern ladies, did she just say she was Muslim? And then says, if he's staying at home doing this shit, I'm going to cheat? Number one, you just said you Muslim, crazy lady. What? What type of Muslim is that? What type of, this is going to be interesting. The second thing is, why do you just go from, like, why go to cheating? How about you break up with him? There's a very logical step in the middle of that, okay? If he's not fulfilling whatever obligations that you guys set up, have the this is not going well conversation. I'll see you next lifetime. How do you just go to cheating? Muslim lady? Just, holy shit. Am I bugging? Oh my God.
So, like, you're calling my man a bitch because, like, he's happy that his wife's making more than him, and he knows that he's not the breadwinner in the family. Like, this 21st century, like, the man doesn't have to be the breadwinner all the time. So he knows his role, he knows what he needs to do, but good little husband, man, like, bro, like, come on, big yourself up. You're looking after the kids and that.
We don't know that he's doing nothing. We don't know that he's doing. Quick question.
Periods.
Let me talk. Go on. Imagine.
Does your religion condone cheating though?
No, but
Oh, she called her out.
No, but I'm not religious. I'm not religious.
You just spoke about you care about.
Look at homegirl over here on the side. I feel like she might be the only normal one here. I don't know. We'll see. This is terrorist number 1. This is terrorist number 2. We don't know about these two yet, but this one clearly doesn't agree. I think she can be saved, guys. Gents, I think this one right here at least can be saved just by that facial expression. Let's try to see the logic as this one tries to get herself up out of that shit.
No. Ezzo. Girl. I was feeling you, but then I lost you. Like, I feel like I asked you, are you religious? And you're saying no. I'm a bit confused.
Okay.
I personally
I like
don't
her
feel
too.
like
there should be designated gender roles. I understand if it's a part of your culture and your beliefs, I do hear that, but I just feel like it should be 50-50. We should both be playing a part, and that's what's gonna make it last, when both people are playing the parts and both people are putting in the same amount of effort.
It's not about
and shout out to her for getting out of the echo chamber that we complain so much about, because this is what happens. Treasure Troll over here turns up and starts being extremely disrespectful, and then terrorist number 2 comes down in here with all this other extra bullshit, which goes across all of her values and morals as is established by the religious doctrine that she just shouted out and claimed to be a part of. And then that's how it starts, and that's how it piles up. But, we talk about it on this side of YouTube as much as what we try to, but like the lack of accountability, or even understanding the words that are coming out of your mouth and how much they just don't make sense, and being responsible at the point that someone calls you out on your shit saying, oh, okay, I accept your feedback, I apologize, hey, let me retract some of those things, and then you learn from that. But no, you just passively go through life just saying complete and utter bullshit out your mouth. Holy shit. These young ladies one day are going to be mothers. Like, they're going to be mothers, and they're going to be teaching young people about life. Hopefully they find out how to conduct themselves better before they do so. Let's keep going.
about cheating.
It's not about cheating. You said what?
But you can't pick and choose.
You guys, one person.
I wouldn't blame him because his job is to wash dishes. Like, why would you want to fuck?
No, but that's not his job, though. Wait, stop it. Like, my man said, yeah, when you're in a relationship here, you have to understand, yeah, there's a whole lot of things, and I've said this earlier before, yeah, that in our generation, yeah, we want the nice stuff in a relationship here, but no one is prepared to put the work in. You've got to put the work in. If my wife is earning 3 times more than me, yeah, think about it. If I'm earning 60k, yeah, she's earning 3 times more. 60k is still good money.
Nice.
60k.
You're being nice. It could have been 20.
Wait, all of a sudden, we just
You're being
fall
generous. You're being generous. You assumed for your ego you said 60, but we don't know what it is. It could be 20.
Yeah, we don't.
It could be 20.
It
Okay,
could be.
and that's not okay.
Wait, no. The point I'm trying to make is this year. That there is more to relationship here than finance. Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. You can You can disagree. I'm not gonna.
A man is his money.
I'm not gonna dispute that. But let me tell you this now, yeah. At the end of the day, yeah, that's why, yeah, some women, yeah.
Wow, she's a troll.
Some women, yeah, will accept.
A man is his money. Did I
Some
lie?
women, yeah, will accept.
She's what I picture in my comment section.
And to be treated like trash, yeah. Oh, but it looks after me. It spends money on me. It does that.
The negative
That's not what
comments.
relationship is.
Wait, hold on. Can I just...
Okay, so women are judged on their beauty and their aesthetics, but men are judged on their pocket and how much money he has.
This is true.
So if a man is not a breadwinner and he's not taking care of his family, I'm questioning his manhood. What's going on?
Yeah.
Yes, sis.
She's a troll. Hi, troll.
You know what? Ikra is just more bold with it. But she's speaking facts. A man is his money. Without money, if you are a man and you've got a dick, then you're worthless. Okay? You are worthless. If your bank account is very small, then you as a man, your self-worth is low.
Okay, the amount of okay. Listen, at the end of the day, you know, we talk about the ascension of your value throughout your life, and as men, yes, how society judge you, it is off of how much money that you make. We talk about that all day, which is why I say, guys, in your 20s, early 20s, you got to focus on being a complete competitor. The best that you can ultimately be, and focus in on components of your life that you want to take into your purpose, and then see of your purpose to see which things are actually valuable to a marketplace, because it is correlated to your ascension of your manhood and your masculinity is the money, the power, the assets that you can obtain. And of course, once you're able to do that sufficiently, you never have to do with hood boogers like that. Okay, you understand me? There's only a certain level of dude that would deal with that, and it's the lowest value of dudes. So while it might be hard to agree with, I tell you guys all the time, men are created. Women can just be born and their value can be established. And there's a lot of dudes that's in the comments section that get mad at the unevenness and the fairness and the unfairness of that. But it just is what it is. You were born with an XY chromosome. The rules are a little bit different for you. Okay, and then that's fine. Yes, that might be unfair to you for that specific notion, but trust me, I think women got it way worse. I think I would never want to be a woman any day, any time of the week. Like sometimes I just be looking at them like, damn, y'all gotta go through that. Like, and we don't got even about to think about it. I don't want to get into specifics. Maybe I'll do it another video upcoming in the future. You understand what I'm saying? But gents, please do understand that And look, what they thinking about you behind closed doors as you sitting on the couch, not really working on your purpose of being accountable for where you are at in society and the skill sets that you have learned. This is what they say. Let's keep going.
Can I just say, money brings power in a relationship here. If she's earning 3 times more, she feels like she can...
She's the man.
Get out of here.
Hold on, can I just say, if she's earning more and she's a breadwinner for the family, she's going to feel like she can come and be like, oh, you can't go there, you can't go there, and she's going to look down on
Okay.
I disagree, bro. How can you pattern your girl when she's earning more money?
That can never be me, do you understand? You might as well put on our high vis and our flashlights and just look for my balls, because I'm telling you, if she earns way more money than me, she's going to feel like she can beat me, abuse me, and all these other kind of things. It must be mad. Now, there's nothing wrong if she's earning a little bit more funds than man, but like a whole 100 grand, it must be fucking mad, not me, mate.
Okay, I understood maybe 53% of what he's saying. And listen, ladies, I think that's a lesson for y'all as well. Yes, men will deselect you because you are more established. You know, that's not me. Shit, if I found some chick making $1 million per year, I mean, that's not going to sway me off none, because I think that there's key components within my masculinity that I can still be in control, even though she's making a lot more money. But for the younger versions of us, you know, may not feel that particular way. I mean, it is what it is, what it is. So take note. Don't care about it. All right, let's keep going.
Bro, oh my days, bro. Why do we hold so much value on the money? That you can lose your job one day. What now? What now?
Yeah, but okay.
Are you not ashamed? Are you Nigerian?
Uh-oh, she's shaming me.
Nigerian men, they don't earn less. They never earn less. Nigerian men work hard.
Lose your job now, yeah? What now?
Okay.
Oh wow, okay. That's
one thing we need to identify is here. Everyone's talking like we know these people. Are they happy?
Facts.
Exactly.
Everyone's just talking, and then we also have to understand this. Let me finish this. We also have to understand this. The whole money thing, circumstances do change. Yeah. I hate when people talk about money, because at the end of the day, if he's we forget the one most important thing in a relationship. Are they happy? And the family. If he's washing dishes, that might be an essential part of looking after the home.
No, so I would say most likely not, because of the way, is he happy is what I'm trying to say. Most likely not, because of the way that he worded the particular note.
Right, but that's about compatibility. If a woman has maybe a lot of testosterone in her and she likes to be the boss, and she's happy with she's happy with her man in the arms at night, that is fine, they're happy. But for others of us, we want a masculine man that's gonna choke us.
She's the type that, you know, take me as I am, this is my truth. I don't care that the doctor tells me that I'm obese. I'll find the right man for me. I will never settle. I will continue to wear all this fake hair and a ton of makeup and these long fake nails and these heels, right, that squeeze my ankle up out the bone, because this is me, this is my truth, and the right man will accept me with me and my bad attitude, my bad behavior, my screaming, my highly dirty masculine vibes that's about me. That's what that is. This is the lower rung of the modern woman today, unfortunately. Okay, and I'm trying to be nice. Let's keep going.
No, but wait, because a woman, she's earning 3 times more, but at least he's earning. Because some women, because my point. No, wait, listen. Some women have children and they're just stay-at-home mums, right? So at least they're both earning. They're both like they could have children.
Change this narrative that you cannot be feminine and be a provider. You can still be, you can still be a provider and be feminine. And you can, hold on, I'm talking now, I've sat down and I've listened, so let me talk now. You can still be a provider and then you can want to have that feminine energy. You're still a feminine person, but you're the kind of person that doesn't want that domineering figure in a man. Even though you're still feminine. You like to come home to your man and be the person that is the breadwinner.
So both of you are feminine.
And he seems to be very happy in it.
She's feminine.
So it doesn't mean he's feminine. It means that he's happy.
No.
Let me comment on that real quick, because I was saying a couple of things while they were talking, but like, you know, I do think like within the modern era today, right? Like we talk about things from much more general perspective, especially when we talk about traditional gender roles and things like that. And the thing is like, these are all to set frameworks and standards for most people, okay? But of course, when you get down to the specifics of a relationship, there's gonna be a lot of idiosyncrasies to govern what is happiness for those two people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know, for example, you could have a modern lady that, you know, is high ranking within an organization, and you could have a dude that, you know, didn't get as high ranking. So then they make the conscious decision as a happy couple that she will continue with this high ranking position while he stays in the lower rung so he can have more time to be at home with the children. And I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen. And from the outside looking in, they look like a very happy married couple. Very happy married couple. And the thing is like, as long as they're happy, do your thing. As long as you figured it out for the confines of your relationship, do your thing. But when we talk about a general level, generally, dudes are not looking for relationships where she is the breadwinner. Okay. Now I'm going from an anecdotal example that I have seen happen. Actually, a few anecdotal examples that I have seen happen like that. And that's just the structure of their family and their relationship. And they made it work. So there's credence to be said for that. So I'm very willing to understand her point. I just think that it would probably be more accurate to call that out, that scenario out, as an outlier and not the general. Okay. Let's keep going. Let's see what else I got to say.
No, bitch, no. I've got two things to say, and I've got two things to say because when the wage is that different, yes, the dynamic of the relationship has changed. Hold on, I haven't landed. Hold on. What did you say, Brilliant? I missed your first point. Wait, so guys. No, he was talking. Say a point. I missed your first point, bro. I said when the wage is that different, the dynamic of the relationship changes. You get, on top of that is, it doesn't change just between the man and the woman. It changes between your parents. Your parents looking at the man thinking you're a bum. Like the wife's parents are looking at you saying you don't deserve my daughter. You don't deserve my daughter. You understand? So it's a thing. Hold on. No matter, bro. No matter if my man's the best cleaner in the world, no matter if he's the best father in the world, he is a dickhead.
Okay, that will only happen if his wife is complaining. That will only happen if his wife is complaining.
Tradition states that the man is the breadwinner. In African households, if it's not the key rule, is one of the major components. So I just know that if the woman is making 3 times more than the husband, like her parents do not rate the husband. Like the husband might as well just be house help, like, because it doesn't work. The dynamic has already shifted. The power has already gone too much to the woman, and that's not something that traditional people stand for.
No, but the worst thing, I mean, it's a fantastic point. It's something that traditional people do not stand for. My question is for the person who wrote a note, you're already married to her. So what happened? Did you get married to her and she was making 3 times more at that time? Or did something switch? Like you got laid off from your job? And here's the thing, dealing with the societal and the cultural norms that the man is the breadwinner and then having life happen to you can be a particularly demoralizing as well as emasculating thing as well. But again, I think when you get to the idiosyncrasies or the intricacies of a family, okay, and figuring out what is happy for the family, sometimes you have to make concessions in reality, depending upon the macro and microeconomic things that are happening in the world around you. Okay, let's keep going one more time. This is super interesting. That's why I keep going, even though the battle axe in there completely threw me off in the beginning. You know what I mean?
No, the worst thing on top of that is when the dynamic changes, girls now get too excited and they start treating my man. You get what I'm trying to say? So there's no way that my man is gonna be happy. Hold on, there's no way. What did you just say?
I said maybe the girls you've come across, but you can't say that overall. Because it depends on the people that are in the relationship. No one can make you feel a type of way, number one.
There's a quote saying, once you experience real power, you see exploit.
Yeah,
you understand?
100.
You understand? So you haven't received, normally in your tradition, the man's making more money than you. So you haven't been in a situation that you're making more money than my man. So now it's a thing where you're making more money than my man. You have a say in everything. So
they're married first of all. First of all, they're married. So even in marriage,
that's lowering my man's self-esteem anyway. You understand?
I feel like this generation.
If I'm in a relationship, I don't expect. If I'm in a relationship with a man that's earning 3 times more than me, I don't expect him to have a say in everything.
I feel like this.
But he'll be a leader. He'll lead more.
No, but I expect him to still come to me and ask me before we go on for things.
Here's the thing that the note left out. Is it a traditional or modern relationship? If it's a traditional relationship and he's at home being the house husband, and that goes against traditional standards. Absolutely does. If it's a modern relationship and they're happy with living in a modern idea, right? Like that's something he has to consider. And if he's at home and it's a modern relationship and he's still unhappy, well, then there's other things he's just got to fix within his life. He's got to step up to the plate. He's got to earn more money. He's got to go back to school. He's got to get his certifications. He's got to do those particular things. Let's keep going.
So it should be the same the other way round.
I feel like this generation is too fixated in trying to become equal. Certain traditions need to stay in place.
The man needs to be the breadwinner.
Exactly. I'm not saying she should earn her own money in her own right. I believe my wife is supposed to get up off her ass and do something. But in terms of, you got to remember, with money brings power. Okay. The dynamic in a relationship will change.
But some people are not masculine.
So let me end it right over here. Guys, I'm going to leave a link to this video down in the description box down below. Feel free to click on that to go finish this conversation because there's at least 25 more minutes left into this particular video. So make sure you go down there and finish the video. There's a reason why earlier I said in general, in mass, when we talk about the dynamics between man and woman, masculine energy and feminine energy, and it's because of the idea that from an evolutionary perspective, we have not changed much from the past 100 years. And we get this influence from culture, from society, of modernization of gender roles, modernization of the dynamic between what a man should be doing and what a woman should be doing. And I think it's all well and good in the idea that our society is innovating. So why are we not innovating different concepts? But here's the thing. Marriage as it exists today is a traditional concept. Until a new contract is created of like what marriage is, call it marriage shit, which I talked about on the channel before, or like marriage 2.0, in general, in mass, I think more people would be much more happier living a traditional outlook of what that is under that traditional contract. And I think the evidence for that, all you got to do is just stop right over on Kevin Samuel's channel where women call night after night after night. And he asked the question, do you want to work after having kids? And time again, the answer is no, way more often than not. But all of these ladies are living in this modern era, in this modern mindset. And in fact, talk about men the same way that that lady does within their own echo chambers. My G's, again, what are you doing to become the best versions of yourself? Because at the end of the day, they're looking at your pockets and they're judging you off of it. Questions, comments, concerns? Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. This was an interesting one. Guys, let me know if you want me to do a part 2 to this one. I can keep on going in the video and continue to break it down and to tear it up. Let me know if this deserves a part 2. Would wholeheartedly appreciate it. Until next time, YouTube. Peace.